flow like this. Tell me who got a flow like God.
Why they got us cutting up? Why they got us cutting up? Why they got us cutting up? Oh, everybody act like you're not saying that's not dance. You gotta pretend not to see her, but enjoy it.
Look at me. You can't look directly at it. You gotta
look directly at it.
Look, just don't post it.
You do know that we're gonna put this up, right?
Oh man.
Zoom in on this dance.
Yeah, get on that.
But what's up, everybody? What's up? As you already know, I hope you're not in a bad mood getting on here watching us or listening to us, because we over here cutting up, and we always gonna cut up when we come. When we come to you guys, we come to deliver.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You just gotta say that aggressive. But you already know I got a dope group of people with me, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, that does include the lady of the house. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go around. You know what I'm saying? I'm going around. You know. First up on deck. You know, my lovely co-host.
Oh, he said lovely. I knew it was me. I'm like, oh, it's me this time.
Hold on, I gotta give it sweet. Oh, over here to my left, we got our lovely, sweetly divine, magnificent
fire.
Oh, she
I'm about to change my face.
I was about to say.
I know IG sweetly divine.
She is as delicious.
Oh no,
as a can of Vienna sausage.
With
hot sauce.
Oh God.
All right.
You know what?
She is.
I don't even know how to feel about that. Like,
she is more tasty than a pickled pig's foot.
Pickled pig foot.
You know, from my neck of the woods.
Now you gotta keep going now. Now you gotta keep going now.
I know, right?
Nah, you gotta keep going. She pickled pig foot last. Now we gotta figure this out.
We got the incomparable, indubitable.
Stole
that from Rob.
Yeah, I like how you
indubitable.
You brought that junk around.
Lady SDOT Lee.
Lady SDOT
Lee. How you doing today, sugar butt?
I'm feeling so damn great today.
Oh my God.
Oh, we all love it when you talk to me like that.
Right here. That thing. Lord have mercy.
How you doing, SDOT?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here with y'all.
Yeah.
I'm always glad to be here with y'all.
We're happy.
We're glad to be here with you too.
Yeah, we definitely are.
I should have wore a yellow shirt.
But you wore a peach one.
Yeah, we can't be catching the mustard. But I just want to squeeze her.
That was good.
Put her on my burger.
I'm like,
I knew as soon as he said it,
she tried to deflect.
I literally stopped and did a setback. I did a setback.
Did you know what it was?
I didn't see what it was going, but I figured out what it was.
I was there. As soon as he said it, I was right there. I'm like, oh.
I'm in the kitchen.
Man, we got our resident Hines in the building. Moving on, we get.
You shouldn't even say that. You should have left it alone. Let it fly.
I didn't even catch it at first. It took me a second. It took all of us a second.
Bro, no. When he said it, I literally looked up at you like.
I said, okay, yellow shirt. What does that mean? Then I looked at your shirt and was like, okay. Yeah.
And then he called her Hines 57.
Oh,
I don't think he called her Hines 57.
He just threw it out.
Only the best. You know what I'm saying? Only the best.
On a premium steak.
You know, if you're still using A1 steak sauce, you're a sociopath. You know what I mean? This
A1 steak sauce was hitting.
I don't even eat steak.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't eat
Hines 57 is a new wave.
Well, I mean, I don't eat steak either.
Ew,
but I
Hines
put
57
A1 on
sucks.
I put A1 on.
You know what? First of all, Peach.
Oh, now I'm James and the Giant Peach. Okay.
Peach.
Like I had his sister crack on myself.
It was everything.
That was my joint.
Are we talking about James and Giant Peach now?
Is that the one with the Giants though?
No.
It's the same one. What's the one with the
damn,
you was agreeing.
It's with the Giant Peach as that. It's in the name.
I don't remember it.
I ain't seen it.
Oh, man.
With the boy, he's in the Giant Peach, and he's in with like a worm and some other shit, and they're floating in the ocean stuff.
I gotta watch it now.
And they're eating the peach to live, and they start thinning it out too much, and it's still stuck on the ocean. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen
James
that.
and the Giant Peach.
No, I ain't seen it.
Wonderful book. I mean, I didn't say I read it in school when I was a youngster.
I watched the movie.
Y'all ever read Hatchet?
No.
Hatchet. What is that?
No, well, hold on.
We from East Coast.
Hold it. Hold that thought.
Oh, yeah.
We'll come right back to it.
We ain't even
Yeah, she just said screw y'all. You know what I mean?
I'm really interested in what Hatchet is.
Hold on, we're coming back. And, of course, we've got the one and only Tropical Pop in the building. The Fat Mac Attack. You know what I'm saying? Wavyy Jonez. What's good, brother?
Man, I feel good to be in a building right now. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long week. I've done a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But it always feels good to be here amongst you great individuals.
That was great.
I was just trying to give him the energy he was giving me. You know what I'm saying? Because when I come on my smooth shit, it's like a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to go ahead and get that energy.
I appreciate it. Well, you're a scholar and a gentleman, sir.
You
know what I mean? A titan among men.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Rob, keep up.
You know what I'm saying?
You up. Rob, you up.
The one,
bro, what's up, man? Like these last couple episodes, you've been giving me these looks, man. Like what I do to you.
Next, you know, we got last but certainly not least.
Yo, your face.
Last but certainly not
Rob,
least,
you up.
we got Fog Marley in the building.
Fog Marley.
What's
Stop coming for Rob.
Mr. Robert Covington's with us, y'all.
What up? How you doing, cuz?
I don't know, man. You gonna join us today or?
Yeah, man. I'm doing a little bit better than good, so it works out. Don't worry about it, man.
Yo, he called that
Say
dude
that.
Fog Marley. Like that's crazy. But anyway, tell us about Hatchet, SDOT.
Did you ever read that book?
I don't know. That's what was it about?
So it's about this young boy is on like an airplane. The airplane crashes, and he's in this like wooded area, and all that he can find, and everybody dies. Everybody dies but him.
I know what you're talking about.
And I think it was based on a true story.
We had to read this.
We
had to read
it.
Like they made us read it.
Yeah,
Book,
I remember
but it
that.
ended up being one of the greatest books ever.
I remember the teacher
Sounds
would
like
read it,
more
then she would be like,
propaganda
who else
from
would read
the
it?
men.
You had to go
You
read
had
it.
to
Yeah.
read it.
I
Because
remember
whenever I
that.
ask anybody like in the South, everybody's like Hatchet. But if I ask
Wow,
somebody from
you
up
just
north, they're like
brought back-
Hatchet. Everybody knows.
Yo,
It's really
I love
the book
that
is
book
good.
because we had snack time with it.
Are
We had
you
snack
gassing
time.
me?
No, yo, snack time with the book. So it was like they had like
It's
refreshments
really
in the
good.
corner and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh yeah, we reading Hatchet and we eating. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those.
Listen,
It was one of those
that's what's
joints.
this boy was in the woods for like a
And he
while.
was
It's
surviving.
based, and he
That
That brother was
survived.
surviving.
He found
yo.
a hatchet.
Yes.
And this young
Yes.
boy, they put out a search party for him and everything.
Damn,
he
I ain't
survived
heard
with
that
his
in a minute.
hatchet.
Yeah.
Dang.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's what
Really
it's called,
good
hatchet,
book,
and
really good book.
it goes deep. It's so good.
Did y'all read Alive?
No.
The people on the plane that crashed in the
yeah.
Andes
No,
Mountains.
I saw
and
that
had to eat
when they
each
were
other.
like
I saw
eating
the
each other,
movie,
right?
yeah.
I know the book's
No.
probably way better.
Y'all
than the
know the
movie.
book is
Yeah,
crazy.
the movie was- the movie was
Why do it always feel like that though?
Because
book
they
is
can go
always
more
better.
details. They can go more details.
True.
And give you
The
more
book of Color
specifics.
Purple is different than the movie.
Oh yeah.
Is it?
I want to watch this.
It's more crucial.
Yo,
You think the movie was right?
listen.
You like
No,
God
there was parts and I was
damn.
like, I did not catch this. Like, yo,
Yo,
I know. I
love
was
Whoopi
like,
Goldberg.
Oh no.
I love Whoopi. Like
Yes.
I
Yeah,
just
she's a beast, bro.
she is like she was just that time. What was her time period? Was it the 90s or like the 80s?
The 80s
She
and early
really
I'll
like
be
90s.
honest,
flourish,
man. She
like-
could still be killing. I think she
I
just
know
decided
she
to take a
can.
set.
Anytime she show up, she kills it.
Oh my
still.
God,
For
She-
sure.
it's
True.
the comedy, everything, she kills it.
The one with the sisters, where
And
she
she
was
used to do
she was the
stand-up,
mama.
right?
Sister
she
Act?
was high all the
Oh,
time.
oh,
think
no,
so. I
recently.
don't know.
with Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, with Tiffany
yeah,
Haddish and Tika Sumter.
I
I ain't talking about the movie. I'm talking about Whoopi's part. She was hilarious.
Yeah.
I didn't like that movie.
oh yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't like that.
But
movie.
Whoopi was hilarious.
How
She
about-
was.
She told Tiffany
yeah.
Haddish she couldn't stay there.
Did you hear that?
She
and then-
was- what?
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
seen the movie
yeah.
yet, so I can't say that.
And then no,
Which one?
bro.
I
come-
think movies.
Oh,
It was a
So
little odd.
there's a
it was
scene.
odd.
So Whoopi Goldberg's character, she's their mom,
Uh-huh.
who's
In the kitchen.
retired and discovered weed, right?
so
So she's high all day long, and she's growing it and everything else, right?
Hell yeah.
But there's
That
this
scene
there's
was
this one
good.
scene where Tiffany Haddish don't have nowhere to stay, but she's like the badass sister, is always in some shit, just got out of jail, doing crazy stuff. Tika Sumter is like, she's a well-to-do, successful,
The good kid.
right? So you got the ratchet sister, then you got the one that's living in the higher society and way different. She gets out of jail, needs somewhere to live, and mama like, you can't come here.
Yeah.
And she goes there, they get into a fight. She's staying with her sister, and they get into a fight, so she kicks her out too. She goes back to her mama's house, Whoopi Goldberg, and she's banging on the door, and she won't answer. And then she comes to the window, and Whoopi Goldberg
did
is
see
standing
that
at the
clip.
window, acting like she's on the phone
Yeah.
with a bad signal.
Yeah.
But she's talking to her
It's
through the
so
window, and she's like, the
funny.
signal's bad in here. It's like, mama, I'm looking at you. That shit was only Whoopi Goldberg could pull that off
Yo,
like
I
that.
love her. I love her,
Yeah,
man.
me
What didn't you like about the movie?
Damn, I can't.
Everything.
I'm
No,
not even
I
gonna-
watched it too.
Okay,
like, it was the way it was filmed too. I think there was something very off about it. Like even the film itself and the way it was filmed was
It was
off,
filmed like
too.
a play too.
Yeah, it was different.
Like one
Well,
movie.
that's those speed shoots.
You know one movie
You don't
I
get the
really
time
don't. I didn't care for that Denzel movie.
Same.
That
It had the
everybody's so
same
crazy
feel,
about.
didn't it?
Yeah.
Which one?
Whoa,
What's the
Yes.
name of it?
Whoa.
What's the
When
name
she had
of
the
it?
snot.
With the snot and all that.
She had
Oh,
Viola
Fences.
Davis.
I
Yeah.
did not care for that movie. It was
I haven't
like-
seen Fences.
Well,
The best
and
part of
imagine
it was
I
the
went
end.
to the movie theater.
Not because it was over, but the best
God,
part was
God.
really the end when they blew the horn and stuff. I was like, that was dope.
But
It was.
it's,
You don't remember?
that part.
but
Yeah.
the thing you got to understand too is it wasn't for everybody.
Okay.
So it was
wasn't for me, so.
they did it a solid because Fences is like a timely play that
Yeah,
has
Yeah,
been
that's
around
what I.
Okay.
Right.
forever.
And Denzel played it.
And then the
on
last
Broadway.
run on Broad, they took it to Broadway and got Denzel to play the character. So I think what did he do, like 30 dates, 60 dates?
Oh,
You know, and it's Denzel
wow.
Washington.
And
you know,
it
That's
was somebody
huge.
important that did it before. And I think it was James Earl Jones, and he did.
Yeah,
Fences
I
before.
believe
James
so.
Earl.
I
And
met
so
him
to
one
have
time.
it come to screen, that's why it was more. than
right?
like
It
that.
had never came to theater, so they shot it. But to honor it, they shot it in a way as if it was still a stage play. Because
Yeah.
you notice they were all mostly just around the house.
Yeah, that's
And
what
then
like
I think
about
they were at the job like once or twice.
it. Yeah.
But other than that, they were right there, and that's it. But
And that's
it's
how I felt
because
about it.
Because
that's how the
It's
play
the way
takes
that
place.
they
Yeah.
were very similar.
Yeah, so it was like one of those things you dishonor
Was that
by
a Tyler
changing it up.
movie?
No, hell no.
No, not Fences.
Dang, why'd you?
The
damn.
other one.
Oh no, I mean I ain't mean it like
No,
that. I'm just saying.
it was just a response.
The other one. The
was
the
quick
one
and
we was
sharp.
talking about.
No,
Tiffany
I think
Haddish.
that
I
was
don't
Will
think
Packer.
so.
Nobody's
wasn't
Fool.
it?
Is that the name of it?
I think so. I said it real.
Yo, is it on?
That's the name.
I said it
that's,
real confident.
that's the name of. That's the name
Nobody's
of a
Fool.
movie.
I think that's the
But I
name.
think-
Don't worry,
I-
Coach.
that's like
Coach
me.
is probably looking up right now.
I think it's
Yeah,
Will
yeah.
Packer.
Oh, I
Will
like Will
Packer.
Packer.
But something you have common, especially you see it a lot more in Atlanta as well, is especially with, I hate to say it, but
It's a Tyler Perry movie.
is it Tyler Perry?
Ah.
Okay.
Tyler Perry movie.
Ah.
Nobody's Fool.
Quote
Tyler Perry
unquote
movie.
black movies.
So it's
some-
shot more like a play.
Well, not just that,
He
but
shoots a lot
when
of
you
stuff
have
like that.
you have those smaller budgets, but you want bigger names, then you know you got to go a way shorter time.
Mhm.
So instead of like we're used to, you go, oh, we shooting 3 pages today. That's all day. We're shooting them 3 pages.
Yeah.
But on those, because I've been on those productions where it's like,
You went to
all
a
right,
time-
we're gonna shoot this in 12 days, and you're like, how many pages we shooting a day? 10.
Mm.
And you move in like that, so you
Right.
don't get to fine tune everything like
Yeah.
you would want it and all that stuff.
And then the editing gets weird in those moments too, because then you gotta like a lot of stuff that you want to do, it doesn't fit the next scene because it was shot so quick, and so you're just
Yeah.
like, all right, we gotta scrape all of that.
And
all
then the
of that stuff.
continuity, just imagine. You know what I'm saying? The continuity of trying to hold all that shit together.
Yeah.
I said the people that's over continuity, they usually have it's their nightmare to be on those sets.
I love that word.
Yeah, continuity.
I love saying it. I love how it feels in the back of my throat.
Say it.
Continuity.
My
Just
I
say it
love
again.
it. Like when he said, I
Say
was
it from the back of
he
your
was
throat.
saying, I was like, I want to say it so
Say
bad.
it again.
You know what? Tell me one more time. Say it.
Say it. Do it again. Do it again.
Continuity.
One time for continuity in the building.
Yeah.
One time. One
You know
time.
what I mean? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
continuity.
Ain't nothing like a good bit of continuity.
Oh,
Continuity.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Jesus.
Continuity when you wake up in the morning.
I gotta give me some
Let me get some
continuity.
Continuity when you
Cider.
go to sleep.
That
Continuity.
remind me of that Dave Chappelle movie. What was the Dave Chappelle half-baked at the end when they say that word and the person's not coming to the door?
Oh,
What-
man,
what
what's
is it?
the word?
I can't
What's the
remember what the
word?
word was.
I
don't know.
forget. But I know.
It was just like they would wake up to it like, yo, continuity.
Continuity.
Continuity. And then he's
Oh,
like, yo,
man,
continuity,
what
B.
Let me
Like,
Now that's
Call
gonna
me
bug me. I'm gonna be sitting trying to figure out this word.
you go pop out of nowhere in the middle of a whole nother conversation and be like, that was the word.
Yes.
One of those, yeah. Man, yeah.
But yeah, man. Speaking of funny movies, man, that's one thing I wanted to get into today. You know, is we see these debates online a lot, but you don't see them in mainstream too much about who the greatest comedians are. You know what I mean? Whether it be back in the day or
Abracadabra.
today or abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
Was that a comedian?
That was the word.
Oh,
Yo, bro.
I was like, I've never heard of this dude.
Me too. I'm like, maybe that's some magician shit.
I was like, yo, he must be a
Is he
G.
a magical comedian? Or like,
And like, if he said it 3 times and he appear,
Oh shoot!
some niggas just gonna pop up and start telling him a joke.
like every joke ends in abracadabra. Like,
God.
Abracadabra, that just happened. Mama.
and so she unzipped my pants, and I was like, abracadabra.
That's how he was acting. That's exactly how he was acting. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
God.
But yeah, so abracadabra is the word, and can you spell abracadabra? Anybody
Yes.
spell abracadabra? Spell
She can.
abracadabra.
I'm telling you, I can.
I believe you. Let's go.
Spell it.
$20.
$20.
$20.
I got 20 for you.
You got 20. You got 20.
Spell it.
You got 20.
Abracadabra.
No, because
That's
I believe
$60
in
quick.
you.
Y'all got 20.
no.
If I
You not
didn't
about to
believe
make-
in you, I'd be like,
Nah, you ain't
Because
about
you
to make
did that
shit.
last
are you
time. You
ready?
ain't spell a word, so.
Abracadabra.
that is the word.
Why's that voice always come back?
word.
I gotta figure out this
A
voice.
B R A C A D A B R A. Abracadabra.
Hey.
Oh, shit, you spelled it wrong.
I did not.
You did. It's a K in it.
Bullshit. They spelling it wrong.
Nah.
Both of you
I'm
so
not
nerdy.
with you. Yeah.
My
No,
class
because you
is
say you never
bullshit.
spelled the word wrong.
Y'all want to know what's hilarious? All 3 of us didn't know how to spell that shit, so we was watching
I
like
knew how to
this.
spell it.
I'm sitting there looking at it on the phone.
Lying ass, don't know how to spell
No,
it.
I
she
did.
spelled it
I
right.
did.
She got it.
Only way. That's how I could tell she spelled it right without looking it up. Duh.
All right.
But no, years ago,
Look,
somebody
If I tell you duck and pull a truck, hook that
years
motherfucker up.
ago, somebody told me to spell it, and it was like, yeah, I really can't spell that shit.
So you looked it up.
Yeah, I hate not being able to
Okay,
spell.
I
shit.
got a
Yeah,
word
yeah.
for y'all to spell.
I
Nope.
can't spell it. What is it?
Can y'all spell bicycle?
Yeah,
Can you spell bicycle?
Mm.
yeah.
So
I can
okay,
read
him
it.
maybe not, but you definitely can.
BICYCLE.
Okay, so this is like, are you fucking kidding me? Listen, so when I was growing up, I don't know why this was a thing. My father always told me, you make sure you keep your teeth white, super white. Always brush your teeth. Always brush your teeth, brush your tongue, floss. Like it was like a big thing about teeth, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was one. And the other thing was he was like, never date a man that cannot spell bicycle.
Why bicycle?
I don't know.
Oh,
I should
okay.
ask him, but it stuck with
Please
me.
ask him.
I'm gonna
please.
ask him.
I'm curious.
Yeah,
You
now I
I'm
gotta
gonna
know.
text him and ask him.
I
No,
guess
for real, like,
because it's actually
maybe because
it's
it's
a
so
common
simple.
word and it's
if
simple.
they can't do
but
that,
it can be tricky if you're not good at basic
he was
spelling.
like, "Do not date a man that cannot spell bicycle."
That's common.
That's
and
interesting
it
because
stuck
my
with
dad
me.
always told me not to, told my sisters not to date a man that didn't wear a watch. Never trust a man without a watch
For real?
because he'll never be on
Why
time.
is that?
Oh,
Never be on
shit.
time. Can't trust him.
Oh, dang.
I can't trust
I
your ass,
know-
Well,
nigga,
wait,
I
be
know-
on time though.
I know old
I
dudes
do
that
all the
said
time.
if they don't have a watch, you don't do business with them.
Really?
Yep, they used to say that to me. If they don't got a watch, you don't do business.
I've
with
never heard
Shit, we
that
got the
one.
phone.
But this
now,
is
you think
before the
that's
cell
Oh
phones
yeah,
came.
Okay,
we got
yeah,
the
yeah.
phones, right?
We got
them.
the phone.
Yeah.
Now it's
Before the
different.
cell
Yeah.
phones came.
Yeah.
Yo, my watches are never even set on the right time.
I
My
believe
shits
that.
don't ever work.
Like, I wear it
Anytime
for
I wear a
looks.
watch, it's just for
yeah,
looks.
it's just for look.
Yeah.
I broke
Fashion.
mine. I broke my favorite watch, my Apple Watch, boxing.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
You know the watches I used to like the Casio watches, the ones that had
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the
the
calculator.
calculator.
Bruh, they last forever.
So
too.
they're like-
Real,
You was
them
fly
shits
if you
came
had
in
them.
handy.
Oh,
yo.
you was clean.
Yeah, I used to love them joints. My bad, Dom.
But you good. You good. We cutting up. You know what I'm saying?
Abracadabra.
We got into the spelling. You know what I mean? Just gonna throw
She
it.
spelled that shit right
This
too.
nigga still
Right.
abracadabra.
Who
Did that shit like the spelling bee.
He's still over
Can you
here
spell
doing magic.
cunnilingus?
Yes. I
No,
can
you
spell.
know
Yes.
you can.
I was about to be so like
Lord of mercy.
almost arrogant, like I can spell anything. No, I could. Yo, I had to stop myself. Like, ooh, that would have came across so wrong. I had to stop. You know
But
what?
no,
No,
who's
he's not done.
He hit you with that
Can you
shit.
spell vajayjay? No, I'm just.
But JJ.
VAJJ.
That was good. That was good.
I love
Listen,
my
if y'all
man,
would have hit that, that was good.
DC Curry from I think it was Friday After Next, when he said, "Fool, you can't even spell Versace." He said F-O
Sachi.
Versace.
Has he been in anything else?
That was the funniest shit ever. Yeah.
The dude he just said.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff, older stuff.
Okay.
He's still doing stand up though.
All right.
I love DC Curry, man.
Yeah, DC Curry.
It annoyed me like when that Friday came out. And people seen it like, yo, that dude's funny. I'm like,
you have been
he's
on
always funny.
Wow, I wasn't on
I feel the same about David Allen Greer.
He's an
David
OG.
Allen Greer was one of those. He's
super
always
underrated.
been fucking funny.
But he didn't really go the stand up route.
What do you want to say?
No, in some of the movies, he like I don't know. He's like
Who?
David Allen Greer.
Don't you come on here disrespecting
You might be saying what I'm thinking. What I'm like.
I'm gonna let it go. I don't want to.
David Allen Greer is phenomenal. What?
Name one movie you didn't like him, so I can understand.
But we got him waiting in the Zoom room, so let's welcome
that.
David Allen Greer to the show.
Can you imagine? I'm like,
That'll be some shit.
I said what I said. No, it's not that I didn't like him in a movie. I like his movies. It's just he has this like ski factor or something. It's like something where it's like a
ski factor.
Yeah, like you ever meet somebody that's like something about him's a little like
it look like they
nasty
go
or
skiing?
something. I don't know.
They
I
look like
might not be
nasty.
saying this right. Do you know what I'm saying?
David
know
Allen
what
Greer look
you're saying.
nasty.
He knows. Like I don't think I'm saying it right.
What do you
But it's like
have you seen 35 and Ticking? Where he played 3D, the pimp? He walked up to that girl and he was talking to his other hoes, and he was like, "Y'all better get in line." You know, and just whatnot. This other bad little chick walked by. He went to talk to him and said, "Blipped it, blipped it, blipped it, blip." Like who wants?
See, honestly,
somebody
it's moments like that David Allen Greer get it for me. It's little moments where
There's moments like that. That
like
made me
I
go
done
the other way.
fucked him up like that shit. You
I
can tell
expect
he
it from
improv
him.
that shit.
But I challenge both of you. Then watch Carmichael's show.
I watched it.
Come on, son.
Come on, son. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well that's
Damn.
one out of millions.
I don't even do it. I trust his judgment.
Look, you'll like it. It's another one of it's a thinker. It's jokes of thinkers.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Okay.
So you'll get them.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Everybody try to play my
Because
intelligence.
he just lit
like,
you on fire. He just lit you on fire.
about?
No, he just lit you on fire. I want you
You
to know
talking
that.
about you'll get it? Like
I said he quiet.
I
I
understood
said he
it.
quiet because I was like, nobody
understood
got
it.
that joke.
I'm just roasting.
No, I
roasting,
understood.
bro.
I understood it.
I know. I'm just.
It was just. It was just.
I love that sound.
You didn't like it. I understand.
No, I like this. I like this show. I like what they were trying to do. I appreciated what they were trying to do, and I'll leave it there.
Damn.
Here we go.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite comedian?
Bernie Mac.
That's a good choice.
That's a good choice.
That's a good choice.
Bernie
Who's your
Mac.
top
Listen,
three?
That was one of my faves. We was talking about the baby
Who
kids.
said,
What
get
a
them
cookie
goddamn
is.
cookies.
Yes.
I told the boy he can't have them damn
I
cookies.
say-
I love
Martin
it.
is a comedian, right?
Hell
You would.
yeah.
You would.
That was
Okay.
good.
So it's definitely Bernie. It's Martin,
Mm-hmm.
not Chris Rock.
You don't like Chris Rock?
Oh man, Hollywood about to hate me.
Well, he's saying his favorites though. All right, so
No,
Bernie.
no. Let's
And who
have
else?
let's have that conversation because
Martin?
I agree with him.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah.
I want to
I'm
know who the
not
other
a
one
huge
is
Chris
though.
Rock.
Man. Okay. Bernie, Martin, and I had to say Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay, that's a dope list.
Would we consider her a comedian?
She was a comedian.
you
She
know
was-
what,
She started with
though?
stand up.
I don't remember her in that.
You got to go back and
doing,
watch
like,
it. I mean, that
stand-up.
was like the 80s, but
I don't. So like for me,
her
I would not
stand-ups were
consider her.
hilarious.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
She's very good. She
I
was
gotta
very
go
I
good
need to
at
go
working
back.
the
Yeah,
crowd.
because I love her. I gotta go back and check it out. then.
Yeah,
I loved
people
her
forget
movies.
that that was what she first became known
And she
for.
was good.
You know
That's
who
why
I
it was
like?
surprising when you started seeing her pop up in roles like Color Purple,
Yeah.
etc.
That blew my mind.
Because it was like people were like Whoopi Goldberg.
Because I expect her as a comedian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when she came across on that, I
That
was
lets
like,
you know how
okay.
great she is.
Yeah.
Just like the same with
That
Oprah.
range.
That's when everybody knew it was a real deal.
Right.
I
Range
told
is
you I
amazing.
met her though, right?
Really?
I met Whoopi.
Oh,
Yeah.
My heart was beating.
Oh, you said she was real
Beating,
cool and took the
son.
picture
She's
or
a
something.
goat, bro.
Yeah, but
That's right,
I
it's
like
coming back to
I
me.
came I went to her because I was like my boy was like, oh shit, to go Whoopi. I said, where? He was like, she right there. So I was like, yeah. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You see comedians all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's Whoopi Goldberg.
Right.
Yeah, right. You gotta go.
That's something you can't pass
You
up.
know what I'm saying? And when
That's
I
like
went to her,
running
and
Denzel.
she
You
was
gotta
cool
go.
about it. She was like, yeah. She said, I like your glasses, and I like what you did in the movie. And she took the picture. I'm like, Whoopi Goldberg said she like what I did in the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was
See, that's so dope.
Like, yo,
That's
like,
dope.
I love her, man. Love her.
I'm
Yeah.
glad
Now
you
what's
had that
wrong
moment,
with
too.
why don't you like Chris Rock's comedy? Not him the person, but
I just think he's over the top. I feel he's over the top, and I'm not interested in what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that's more. He's an acquired taste.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
And I swear I don't want to ever sound like, because I respect Chris Rock
Exactly.
and what he's done.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I like him in movies. Like what was it? I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
I love that.
He was arguing with the dude about that whole
With the
scene was
one
hilarious.
rib, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And he pulled out that wad of money.
Yeah. And he pull out. He's like, oh, he's trying to pull like $1 or something. Like,
right.
yo.
And so like when I see him in movies or a Boomerang, not you, Marcus, not you. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
You know, he's hilarious in movies, but stand up for me is just always
So
it's always been kind of
stand-up.
like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I mean, it could be people in movies too, as long as they have been stand up.
No, but
as
that's
well.
what I was talking about.
Yeah.
The stand up.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
yeah.
I'm just not a. You know what I'm saying.
Not
I
big.
thought. Matter of fact, Eddie Murphy is a very
Oh man. Everything.
funny person, and I watched his stand up. The first one. The what was it?
Raw.
He's in the bread.
Raw.
I thought he was
Raw.
hilarious.
Was that raw?
That's raw.
Was that raw?
I
thought
think
it was
so.
Delirious.
Delirious.
Is it Delirious?
I
think it's
Delirious when
raw.
I
he's
think
in
the
red
first
with
one
the
is
black.
raw. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's
Delirious
raw.
came next.
Serious.
Could be wrong.
I
Though.
loved it.
But what are you saying about
Yeah,
it?
but
I can look
I
it
felt
up.
at one point I felt like I didn't connect.
Well, those I've went back and watched those, and I remember watching it back years ago when I was a kid, and it was all the rage and whatnot. That is definitely a timing thing.
Okay.
That's
Because a lot of his,
like
he
Ron
was
said
really
that.
addressing things that were going on then,
At that
how
time.
life was then, how so it was
I
like
don't think Richard Pryor
it's
is funny.
so far away. It's kind of the same thing though.
Yeah.
And if you
Look,
were in his
Rob's like,
time
"Oof."
and you could relate to all the stuff, he was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But
I want to know Rock. Can we go to Rock?
But I think Richard Pryor is hilarious. I think I did realize that Eddie Murphy's earlier stand up, probably gonna catch hell for this, but I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. but it's not as funny to me as I remember it being.
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
as
like if you
time
watch
is so
it
much
now, you
different.
mean?
Yeah. But it's just like any movie. I mean, you watch
Like if you go back and
Watch-
when we watch Kevin Hart years from now, we probably gonna be saying similar. Like it was funny to us, and our kids probably be looking at them going, okay.
or you watch anybody remember the movie Critters?
Kind of, sort of.
Remember Critters? They would turn into a little ball. They were like little porcupine
remember
alien
that.
things. They would roll around killing everybody. Or Gremlins. Everybody know Gremlins.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like you watch Gremlins now, that shit is laughable. That gave me nightmares
Right.
Yeah.
back in the day.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I watch now and it's comedy out.
Or like
you
The
roll
Blob.
one and put that shit
The
on.
Blob
oh
used to
God,
freak me the hell out.
Blob.
You watch it now,
I gotta
you're like,
watch
are you
that
kidding
shit.
me?
Or Chucky. Chucky was another
Yeah.
one. I remember I used to put all my teddy bears out. Hey, baby, y'all got to leave. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or Nightmare on Elm
Yo.
Street. You know, it's comical now.
It is.
You know what I'm
Okay, y'all
saying?
want to know who I like?
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
get your
his
top three. I
jokes
need top
Are
three.
so freaking like, what's the word when you say something that's so messed up
What?
and you shouldn't say the shit, but you say it anyway? He be like, I don't care, it's gonna be fucked up, but I'm gonna say it. Corey Holcomb
I like
is
Corey Holcomb.
like
yeah.
one of my literal top. That dude
I was around. Look,
is
Corey.
hilarious.
The funny thing about Corey, I've been around him a few times, and
Yo, he's
Corey
hilarious,
always
man.
has the same kind of smile on his face, and he will say something fucked up, but
Yo,
still be smiling.
yes.
Yeah.
So you're like, this nigga trying to play me?
Listen.
Yeah.
Wave.
Just
This
have
dude
it.
was talking about, he was like, how he took his girl. Okay. Just no, listen. He said he took his freaking girl
I see what
to
you
get an abortion, right? He was like, I had to act like I was sad about the shit. He said,
I remember.
and then he goes, and then the nerve, he was like, we in the car, we going back, and she gonna tell me, why you listen to this killer music? He's like, you know, it's only one killer I see in the car here, bitch. Like, yo, after she left the abortion clinic, and it's like the way that he says it. Listen, that dude is hilarious.
You know what I like
funny.
about him though? He has a show and he's speaking on a lot of things that people are scared to say. They have like a podcast.
Oh,
and,
for real?
Yeah, and he's on the podcast, and I heard him address the situation with Vlad and saying what he said about Minister Farrakhan and all of that, and things I seen him addressing on that show. I was like, yo, he's a real dude,
Okay,
and that's
that's
what I
what's
respected
up.
about him.
That's
Yeah,
what's
like,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. So what's
Man,
your
that
other?
dude's hilarious.
What's your other two?
And I don't know if this is really stand up, but
What's-
I loved the
Gotta be
Chappelle
stand-up.
show when he was like, and how they put it
But
together, like
Dave
the
Chappelle
wrap
is
it
a
up, B.
comedian.
I know, but I mean, I love the shows. Like I
You like
could
the
watch
show more than his
all-
stand-up?
I don't know if more, but I just got
Yeah.
into it. You know what I'm saying? I love the whole
But
flow
is
of
he
it.
in
How
your
they
list
had
of
Charlie Murphy in
Your
it.
top 3 of stand-up comedians.
And I love Dave Chappelle.
I mean, you could do
love
5.
Dave
Wave
Chappelle.
just did 3, but you could do 5.
You said 3.
Yeah, you got 2 more.
All right, so he's
Oh,
top
if you got 2
5.
more, we'll come back. Yeah, we'll get to your 2.
Top 5. Who's the dude? And maybe this was Eddie. I don't know. Who's the dude that was like, "What is that smell?" He's talking about going to Africa. And he said, "I farted." He said, "I was wearing cologne." The guy was like, "What is that smell?" He was like, "I farted." He was like, "What is that smell?"
I think it was.
Oh, Jamie Foxx.
Jamie.
Because he was like, I got off the plane. It was like, Africa.
Oh, yeah.
I used to
Listen,
love his
that
music.
one,
I love him telling
You gotta watch it.
When he's
Jamie
playing,
hilarious.
when he's
Oh,
playing
man.
piano and
Hilarious,
jazz.
man.
Bro, I could literally watch
Yo,
that in
he
2
did
hours
Prince.
straight.
He's talking about
Oh,
how
bro,
it was beautiful going to the motherland. But he
Yeah.
said he was standing next to this African dude, and the dude was smelling his cologne. Like, he was like, I put on cologne, I'm smelling good. The dude was like, what is that smell? He said, I had to fart. I let one loose. Dude was like, what is that smell? That's what he was talking about. He was like, the smell out there was horrible, though. That's what he was saying. He was like, when I got there, I loved it. I loved the motherland. He was like, the
Straight
smell was
from the
horrible.
foxhole.
Wow.
Straight from the
Straight from
foxhole.
Foxhole,
So
I think.
I would say Jamie Foxx stand up. I think he's funny stand up.
That was random. What the fuck?
That was almost like the Eddie Murphy laugh.
Bro, I watch too much comedy stuff.
Oh, like who laughs like that?
I love it.
Only Eddie. Eddie Murphy's literally
Eddie.
the only person in the world who
I'd have
laughs
to
like
put
that.
him in because he's funny, yo.
Yeah.
Eddie.
All right.
You know he's about to go
What
back
were you
out there
gonna
on the
say?
road.
Are you?
Is
Are you
he?
serious?
Yeah, he's building out a show right now. Since SNL.
Yo, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Him and Martin seem like they're not.
Interested in doing it?
They're not.
They already done it. They
Well, I
legends.
understand they're older. You know what I'm saying? I
They're
take that in
legends.
accountability. They're older, but they don't seem like they really want to do that shit no more.
They're legends.
Honestly, I went to the Martin show when they were doing that comedy thing, and I kind of got that vibe too because he was, and I don't know, maybe he's doing a platform and was putting his people on.
That's
It could
what
have
he was
been
doing.
that.
Exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
So maybe that's what it was because I was expecting him. You know, they used his name. I had like super awesome seats. You know what I'm saying? And I'm there and I'm all hype. I'm excited. And it was this one dude. I cannot remember his name, but this dude was so freaking good. Like I was like, yo, this dude is a star. He was good.
Yeah.
But I was waiting on Martin and like.
Yeah,
Did
no,
he
that
come out?
last tour
Yeah,
was
he
him
came
taking
out.
out those
Yeah,
other
he-
comedians. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So I was at the wrong
Did he
show.
do something?
Yeah, he came out and like he would do a little, like he was like the host of it, you know.
Okay, yeah, like how
And
he
like
did it at one show.
Yeah, he would like come out, do a little something, but I was waiting on like I'm like, you know,
That
people here to
Martin, yeah.
Martin.
Yeah.
Like Def
And I
Comedy
ain't really,
Jam.
yeah, like he said
Yeah.
something about
Yeah.
dating his young girlfriend, and he was like, she be wanting sex all the time and shit. Like
He used that
he said,
before.
yeah,
I
he
see
said that. And like something else, but I was just, I don't know, I was expecting more, and I was
Yeah, you
like,
talking
and
about
then he
these
was
not-
quick,
he's
like, all right,
not
next one, you
These
know what I'm
cats
saying?
like almost 60. Like that
Like
grueling
Jordan,
schedule.
you never see Jordan walk out on the court and shoot a shot no more.
Going
He
out
got
like,
to.
all right,
That's
going
true.
on tour.
That's what I'm
You got
saying,
40
yeah.
dates, and you got to go do that shit every night for 2 hours in 40 different cities.
Yeah,
and
you gotta
travel.
really
You
have,
almost
like, a-
60, bro, and you
Yeah.
got
And that's-
You've been
multi-million
doing
in the
it.
bank.
And that's
You're
after
not trying
testing.
to go out there and do
That's
that.
after
man.
testing it
Yeah,
in front of
me too.
crowds and having to test out and just like that. Then you do it for a couple of months, man. Yeah, by that time you done with it.
Yeah,
And then it's like Eddie. I was watching this interview with Eddie recently when he was talking about had decided he wanted to go back out with it, but he made a very valid point. They're like, what took you so long to want to come out? Like it seemed like people have been waiting for decades for another Eddie Murphy stand up, and he made a very valid point. He was like, once you have this record of success, he was like, it's like you got it. And the times change so much.
Yeah.
And he was like, you can put together a show that you think is on point, and then you come out and do it. He said, now if you go out and you bomb, nobody gives a shit. But I'm Eddie Murphy. If I go out and I bomb,
Yeah.
I have a whole
Oh, he's put
career.
a lot of pressure.
Right.
lot of
Like I have a
pressure.
whole career that can be marred by
Yeah.
that. Right. So it's
Yeah.
I've
like,
already built my legacy. Yeah.
right. So
I
it's
think
like,
about that shit
And
all
one
the
night
time.
ain't gonna mess up
Yeah.
my legacy.
Yeah.
so it's
think about
like
that
you
shit.
go out there and do that, especially something you don't have to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to do that
You
anymore
good.
when you
Like,
got
you know
his
what I'm saying?
status.
Yeah.
Most
Right.
of them, it's rare you see them go from stand up blow up and film and other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then come back to stand up
Yeah.
because now you're going, all right, I made it through all the obstacles and I blew up, made it big, I got a legacy. Now I'm gonna take all of that and I'm gonna hand it back to you guys and let you decide if my legacy lasts.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Especially in this climate with social media. Like, we drag stuff.
Exactly.
Like, stuff is dragged. You know what I'm saying? And I think
Comes
about
back
that
up.
with so, you know, Adam Sandler has a new movie out on Netflix, the Halloween movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. Like, lately, I look at, I know I shouldn't because it would drive you crazy, but I look to see what people are saying as far as the critics go.
Yeah.
And the stuff I seen, like the stuff they were saying, Adam Sandler's fall from grace a long time ago, and
Really?
and I watched the Eddie Murphy. You seen the
But
Hornet?
they said that his last run.
Yeah.
They
Like,
say
he
it
fell
all the
over-
time,
Right.
But the movies, like,
As
if
he's getting
you
$250
appreciate-
million deals.
right? So it's like,
Dang.
why some of that stuff? It seems like we look to the critics to kill somebody's legacy more than we actually feel. Even in this age of social media, more people will be like, "Oh, what do you think about such and such?" They be like, "Oh, it was all right." Be like, "Yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch it."
Yeah.
Like, we don't give things
Yeah.
its fair
Right.
chance
Give it a
because
fair
of
shot.
what other people say, and they try to sabotage people's careers. So what you said about Eddie, you know what I'm saying, about how it's a time gap.
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It could ruin his career if he just bombs. It's like,
Dang.
oh, damn, Eddie Murphy. And then that brings me back to the Tiffany Haddish night when she just forgot everything. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And she just wanted
And
to
it
chill.
happens.
How the internet drug her. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying? It's
did.
like, come on, man. Like, people, at the end of the day, these people are still humans.
Hello.
And it's not just them making a decision. It'd be team efforts.
Right.
But we put it all on their back. Oh, yeah. Oh, Will Smith's bomb. When with Gemini Man, people hated Gemini Man. They try to drag that. So it's just
Did
that
you watch it?
Gemini Man?
Yeah. what'd you
I
think
liked
of
it.
Yeah.
I liked
liked
it
it. I
too.
keep
I
hearing
loved it.
people
But
I was
say
it
fucking
that.
with
was
the
the
movie.
whole.
But I thought it was
I
dope.
thought the concept was
filming
crazy
was weird
and
too,
everything.
though.
Yeah.
It was something weird about it too. But I liked it a lot.
I thought
Yeah.
It was something weird.
I thought it was dope. I didn't care as much. Like, if I liked it, I liked the whole movie, but the ending,
Yeah,
it's
the
like if I was the
ending
director, I'd have went a little, different. But it was what it was.
Mm-hmm.
The whole family coming together moment and all of that stuff. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Outside
dude's
school
a
and
clone.
stuff.
He ain't thinking about loving you and all that stuff.
Yeah, he was trying to be a
I'd have made
person.
him kill him. One of y'all got to go. You know what I mean?
Nah, I like the fact that they stuck
They
together.
stuck
Actually,
together.
I
like
mean, that was
too.
the sweet ending
yeah,
that
I
everyone
like it.
needed.
I like sweet endings, you
But
know
it's
what I'm
not the
saying?
one I wanted.
Yeah.
Like, mess my head up. Like, I want that to happen
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
want you to challenge me
Yeah.
and be like, "Oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
sad.
Did
Damn."
y'all see the alternate endings of I Am Legend?
No,
Nah.
no.
I don't remember the movie.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta go on YouTube.
Yo,
and
that's
look
funny.
Is this
up
the one with the dog?
alternate? Somebody just put me on.
Oh,
I
word?
never knew it was.
Oh,
yeah, with the dog.
Yeah, I gotta go
Okay.
watch
There's
that.
different endings.
Oh no, I didn't know that
Yeah,
either.
you gotta,
Gotta
look.
make that happen.
They're out there,
Well,
and
let's
it's
go
good.
Let's go to Rob. Who's your top 5, Rob? You got a pretty good sense of humor.
Yo, actually, I went through a long amount of time where I was studying comedians, like just because I always wanted to know what was it that make it tick. I mean, imagine a human that can stand on stage for 1 hour straight and keep hundreds of people entertained, and then send it to
Yeah,
hundreds of
that's
people
big.
throughout generations, and like to see that that's possible. One person hold everybody attention, and so like mine goes into almost like I look at basketball. You got like a legacy. For me, it goes Miles Mabley. From Miles Mabley, it goes to Richard Pryor. From Richard Pryor, it goes, of course, to Eddie. From Eddie, I say it goes Eddie Martin. And then from Martin, you go Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, and Cat Williams. And
No,
all
that's a
these-
great
Williams.
timeline. But is that your favorite?
That's
top
my
5?
walking
Okay.
down my top 5. Mostly because I remember listening. Your mom was the first person to let me listen to Miles Mabley. And I come from straight green background where I won't around none of that cussing. I won't around that. And then to hear Miles Mabley talk about the night she thought about she killing her husband, and that shit
Yeah,
is
she's talking a lot of
hilarious.
shit.
Oh my God, y'all gotta go back and listen to Miles Mabley talking about killing her husband. And she was like, I could cook an apple pie and I could just drop it on him. Nobody know. It just like stuff like that. And then like Richard Pryor and his early stuff. And so like I sat back and just like watch what made him dope.
Are you
bruh.
sitting over there like,
You dying over there.
what y'all done did now?
I have no idea. Something I said made this nigga mad.
What is going on?
You know what?
I have no idea. I'm waiting though.
Go ahead. I'm
Wait.
sorry.
Nah, I gotta know
What
now.
happened?
Oh my goodness.
I
Nah,
gotta
I'm
know.
listening. I was listening.
You have stopped the time, bro. We got to know.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, and you ain't tell us what your other two was.
No, go ahead, please.
I'm
please.
done, bro. Go
Proceed.
Y'all bad.
ahead. I'm done. What was your two?
You didn't tell your 5.
I did on my
did.
5.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yo, your eyes are tearing.
Right. That's what I'm like.
It's Sarah.
Oh,
I
what's
saw
he
both
do?
of y'all.
What's he do over there?
She started dying and turning red. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I was looking at her. Something you said, bro.
Something with the Mabley. That's when she lost it. She got it.
Probably.
So she went in the corner laughing.
Well, who's the other two?
So I said Bernie, Martin.
Yes,
Who was
Bernie,
my
yo.
third? I forgot who my third was.
Then you say Kevin Hart?
No, Whoopi
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Side
No, Kevin's not my top
Damn,
5. Kevin's
Kev.
not my top 5. So Whoopi Goldberg, and I forgot to say Robin Williams.
Oh yeah.
I really love
Robin Williams is
Robin
hilarious.
Williams.
Gotta get-
like,
gotta-
I get so sad when I.
Oh,
when
and
I
you
hear
gotta
Robin
throw in
Williams, I'm
D.L.
like,
Moody.
Moody.
D.L. Moody?
D.L. Hughley?
No, Moody. What's his name?
Moody. D.L. Moody?
Yeah,
was
Moody.
that?
Moody.
Paul Mooney?
Paul Mooney.
Paul
That's a
Mooney.
big
Yes.
difference.
I'm thinking of
Mooney.
D.L. West Coast. Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney's
Yeah.
another
Like,
one.
y'all keep messing my top
Hilarious.
5 up.
Oh, bro.
The more I
Top
listen.
Paul
five.
Mooney.
Yes.
Easy.
Yeah.
Paul Mooney would
Good
have
one.
you John
Good
Yo,
one.
wait a minute. So there was something you said. Now, why am I calling Fred? Red Fox was a funny
Red
motherfucker.
Fox. I
son.
forgot about Red Fox.
Was you about to say
Red
Fred
Fo-
Sanford?
I was about to call
Fred
Fred
Sanford.
Sanford. Fred Sanford. But he was funny.
Yes.
was.
So when you
He was
talk
hilarious.
about that Richard Pryor thing, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because they was like in the same time.
Killing me.
Huh?
It's fucking killing me.
What?
There's
What?
something on this table, man, and I just like I don't know what it is.
What?
But I put my hand on it. I about died. Oh God.
Something
Oh,
wet?
you know what? You the best. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yo,
It's
it
still
was a
little
piece of
something. It's-
chocolate.
No,
on
it
the
ain't. It ain't no
table.
damn chocolate. It's still a little piece of something. I don't know.
Yo,
You
that,
bold,
That was
dog.
chocolate, bro.
But
Can you
you
get this
were
other
saying
little
Red
piece, too?
Fox?
Red
Oh, you
Fox
gotta be
is
kidding me.
Come on,
funny.
just this.
He is
is.
like, even
We
somebody
stand up there
said
and
something.
he was G'd up too.
What-
Like,
yeah.
when you see his stand up,
Wait.
Yes.
he was always G'd up with his
Yes.
cigarette.
and hilarious, talking his shit, like
I can't
just
do
talking
it.
his shit. And I thought
Put my
so when
finger
you
on that
said
thing,
talk
about
about Richard
that.
Pryor, there was something I felt Richard Pryor was bold, but he just ain't do it for me. And but every time I hear my favorite comedians mention their top 5, they say Richard Pryor.
Right.
So it's like, damn,
That's
like
one of
Because
their-
in their time, he was the guy.
okay,
That
He
I
was
get that.
the
Yeah.
first. He was,
I get that.
Matter of fact, he was the first Eddie. Eddie,
he
like,
was. He
mirrored
absolutely
him.
was.
That's
yeah, he
true.
was like, and like, I'll be honest. Let's be real. Eddie is the GOAT when it comes to comedic acting. Easy. One of the best to do comedic acting. When it comes to doing a movie and being funny, Eddie's one of the only ones that can do it by himself.
Eddie's so dope.
I think he
He's
is the
super-
best
yeah.
comedic actor.
Easy.
He's
I'd
not
have to
my
agree.
Not my
top
best
comedian.
Who's your
stand up.
top
Not my
one,
favorite
Dom?
stand up.
I don't know. Y'all messed my list all up because y'all mentioned some good
I was
stuff,
about to
man.
say,
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's really hard because I have some that if I have to squeeze in the top 5, that's a battle in the last 2 or 3. But I know I gotta go with Patrice O'Neill.
Ah, yeah.
That is
forgot
somebody I
about
listen to all the time
We forget about Steve Harvey. Sorry.
because
He's not
Patrice
funny.
Patrice O'Neill
Oh,
Patrice
Bang, bang.
O'Neill was so real
Mhm.
and raw.
Mm-hmm.
He was so raw that it was like, how did you get away with that joke
Yeah.
raw?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then he would say like real life shit that made sense. And I mean, and then the way he would toy with his audience. He'd go through and just start roasting his own audience.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And it'd be so funny. You be the one he roasting, you gonna laugh.
And you gonna
Yeah.
laugh.
You know what I mean? And just shit that would just have you like, that was Patrice O'Neill.
Yeah.
Like his whole set was always like,
Yeah.
you know, but hilarious, super underrated. Patrice O'Neill.
Oh.
Rest in peace.
Bruce,
rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Bruce.
Bruce.
Oh, he was
Bruce,
on the
Bruce.
on the comedy.
Bruce,
thing.
Bruce too.
hilarious.
Lavelle Crawford is
Lavelle
one
Crawford.
of my
Lavelle
all-time
Crawford.
favorites. I love Lavelle's comedy.
Yeah.
I stand.
Started to sound like him when you
Damn
did
it!
that.
I stand by what I said.
Hold up. What's my man? Ralphie May.
Ralphie's all
What?
right.
I love
But I'm
Ralphie.
talking about my
Look
top
at me,
five.
look
My
at
top
me.
five.
Okay.
So I got Patrice O'Neill.
Okay.
Definitely got Lavelle Crawford because I watch both of these guys all the time, not just when they have specials. Well, Patrice isn't having anymore, but I watch, his older videos and all that. And then the heavy Dave Chappelle, definitely.
He's my favorite.
Dave Chappelle has
Chappelle.
multiple layers, and it's like some people might not be able to go to some of the layers. Some can.
He was like a genius that became a comedian.
Right, and he's learned how to really work his audience to the point that he will the things you're not supposed to say. He's good at taking you and forcing a joke on you that not only should we be talking about, but definitely should not be laughing about, and then make you laugh at it, and then make you feel like shit for laughing at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sticks and stones. That was
He'll
old.
give you
Right.
jewels,
So he's
too.
really he's a really brilliant comedian.
I like how bold he is. He's
It's
really
definitely bold.
Yes.
That's
and
what I'm
and
gonna
only
start doing.
Being bold.
Dave could get away with the
Yeah.
shit he gets
Oh,
away
like
with.
saying
And
like
about
something
Dave,
like-
like something I love that Dave would do is he'll tell a joke in the beginning that correlates with his very last joke,
And bring it back on
and
your
then
ass.
make you have to go back and watch the whole thing to go, yo, he played that up the
This
whole
was a setup
damn
all the way
time.
through.
He
Yeah.
And
did.
you sitting there like, ain't that a bit? Like, I love that one where he's like, I'm so dope at comedy, I'll write a punchline before I before I write the setup.
Yeah.
And he's like, sometimes I got a fishbowl, I'll just shake the fishbowl and pull out a punchline. And he's like, so I kicked in and put, and I just love the fact that he was able to make that work even after.
And then he didn't do it right then. It wasn't
No.
like, all right, now
He'll
do
tell
the
you what he's
trick.
gonna do and then do it.
He
and
said
you
it
still
and
don't
do it.
realize it yet.
And that's what made me like, yo, that's
And then he
that's-
pretends to go off into another topic, and then so you get lost into that, and then he ropes it, segues it
Yeah.
back in
Back
later
in.
on, and then he says it, and you're like, oh, yo, he's like a magician comedian.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's
Like
it's like a
I love
magician
that.
He's like a
comedian.
storyteller rapper.
Yeah.
He's like a Nas.
Like
or
what
a
was it, the
Hov.
bird in cage or something like that, where
Mm-hmm.
he's like, y'all want to know what happened to me while I ran away from $50 million, and then he goes back and he tells all these stories about pimps and hoes and hookers and all kind of stuff like that, and then at the end you realize, you
Correlated all
telling me the
Correlating,
story
yeah.
of
That whole
what
thing
happened
was the answer
the whole
to that,
time,
yeah.
and I just like comedy
So
like
we got
that.
Patrice
Yeah.
O'Neill, got who did I say? Dave Chappelle, Patrice O'Neill,
Lavelle
Lavelle
Crawford.
Crawford.
Ooh, you gotta give me the
and-
last two. You gotta get some good ones, bro, cause that's hard.
That is very hard because
He got one more, right?
I
Two more.
can't leave out Cat Williams, man. I don't
Yeah.
care
Cat
Cat
Williams is
Williams.
hilarious. I think he's
crazy
funny.
people try to make this dude.
when he had
I
that
can't
green
leave out.
velvet.
Yeah,
jacket
like
on.
he just
man.
he just besides any other personal issues as far as standing on that stage, he just got it. Like there was some shit you hadn't seen like
Yeah.
at a time where you were seeing a lot.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And it was just like, yo, somehow this
Cat Williams,
dude
you
has
gotta give
managed to
him
be
that.
managed to be a standout, come on stage with a perm and big, gold belt buckles and crazy shit and still kill. You know what I mean?
Right.
Outside of that, man, it's so many others I want to name, but I have to go with my good man Wavyy Jonez over here
Thank
with
you,
Red
brother.
Fox.
Yeah.
Red Fox is just
Red Fox.
Facts.
and what makes him a goat, what makes him a goat for me is like you said. A matter of fact, just the other day I found myself on YouTube watching a whole Red Fox special, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I do this every once in a while. He's one of the people from way back that I always go back to. Matter of fact, I was watching
Sanford and Son?
an interview. I was watching an interview with him talking about what happened on Sanford and Son, why it got canceled and all the back dealings and stuff. And I was like mind blown. Like you would have never known
Did you
all
watch
of
the
that was
documentary, though?
happening. Maybe that's what I was watching,
The
That might,
documentary. What was
yeah.
it?
or maybe I saw a piece of it.
It was like a documentary, and it went all through what happened to him.
Oh, I gotta watch.
Yeah,
it.
it's like
How did-
who
yeah.
knew?
Yeah, I
You
didn't
know what I mean?
none
I
of
got.
that.
You said it's on YouTube.
Well, the piece I
Was
watched
it
was on
Netflix?
YouTube.
Netflix.
I don't remember. It was on something, man. And I watched that. Then I watched the whole joint
It was
too.
mind blowing, right?
Yeah, like, I couldn't
wow,
believe
you're
it.
like this damn Hollywood.
Even talking about money situations
Yeah.
and all of
Really?
that, and the things he did for people and all. I was like, wow, okay.
I wanna
Yeah.
check
Oh yeah,
myself
there's
out.
one that
Yeah.
I gotta mention. Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah is another good one.
He's definitely really good. I do like his
See,
comedy.
I don't think of him as like and I know he is.
Have you seen his stand up? You gotta
well,
watch
You
it.
got to watch his stand up.
Okay.
You got to watch one where he portrays Barack Obama meeting Nelson Mandela
That
for the
makes
first
sense.
time. Bro, when you see that how he puts that together, that shit is hilarious.
What about Sinbad?
Oh,
Sinbad.
yeah.
Nobody has mentioned
Yo,
Sinbad.
Sinbad. Yo,
Dot,
shout out to
I'll tell
Sinbad.
you no
Yo,
lie.
you got
He was actually who I was gonna put in my
See,
what
that's
you call
what's
it,
up.
because
'Cause
I've
he's
been
my
he's in
top
the top
watching.
five. He's
man.
you know,
I gotta move somebody now.
I mean,
Yeah.
Lavelle
like,
gotta
we
go.
talking about
I was gonna
race?
say,
Yeah,
take
I gotta
a-
put
I'm
Sinbad
sitting
in
here
there.
waiting.
has
I'm
to
like,
go
I ain't hear
in.
nobody say
Yeah.
Sinbad. I'm just
It's
gonna
so
wait
many.
for
Come on.
rubbish.
Dave, Eddie, Sinbad.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
gotta-
Sinbad is hilarious. He
Sinbad.
went curse. He
What?
went one of those.
Right.
He went raunchy.
Right.
Oh,
Sinbad
y'all
always
might be
delivers.
mad.
What?
Okay.
I think Bill Cosby is hilarious.
Bill Cosby.
Nah, I ain't
We
mad at
forgot
that.
Bill
I
Cosby.
think Bill Cosby.
First of all, it was hilarious how
Yo,
he turned and looked at the
yo,
freaking
I gotta
cameras
give it to
when he
you.
was getting arrested. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm like, how does nobody find this hilarious? That dude
Bill
was like,
is funny.
yo, it
Bruh,
was
Bill is funny.
hilarious, man.
He's funny.
Bill is
What you
hilarious.
call it?
He's a master at his craft.
Yeah.
Like, when you see him in his prime,
Yeah.
you're like, that dude's a
Yes,
master
sir.
at his
He's a
craft.
beast.
I didn't even
He's
think
a
it
beast.
because after everything that went down or whatever, I was like, Bill Cosby ain't no damn stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And then I went back, I was like,
Oh, you didn't know that?
Oh,
shit,
God,
he was,
yo,
and he
bruh.
was good.
That
Yeah.
one, that
Like,
one where
yo.
he's in that brown suit and he's just sitting in the
Yeah.
chair.
Sitting in the chair.
I love
yes,
the
sir.
fact that he could go
See, I
out
haven't
there
seen
and
that.
sit in the chair and just be like,
Yeah.
and entertain
Funny.
you
And
for
just
a
kill it.
He
and
was
go.
funny sitting in the chair, man. Oh, and the comedian that just followed me, man. I was like, yo, like Eddie Griffin followed me.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
Eddie Griffin is a nut.
Eddie
Eddie
Griffin
talk a lot
followed
of
you?
shit.
Yes, he followed me.
huge.
Okay,
He followed me. He
hold up.
communicated.
New Age,
That's
Ryan
dope.
Davis, the dude on I like
like a
Ryan
light bulb.
I
Davis.
like him.
I like Ryan Davis. Ryan Davis,
he's
he's a
not in my
comedian
top
that's starting
five.
to. I wouldn't put him in
Who
top
is that?
five, but coming out now and doing it, Ryan Davis. You got to look up Ryan Davis.
Newer comedian. He
You
blew
got to
up
look
doing
at
the
your
videos,
Instagram.
doing the
Yo, you
videos
got to
on
look at
social
your
media.
Instagram of Ryan Davis, bro,
So-
because you'll laugh at all of them.
Since we talking about some of these people, who is some of y'all? Nope.
Damn.
Since we talking about since we talking about
Cold blooded out here.
Damn.
Tall, shorty.
who is some of y'all favorite internet comedian? I hate saying that, but some of the people that came off the internet,
Off of
that's
social media.
I just
social
mentioned
media comedian. Who you say?
I just mentioned Ryan Davis.
Ryan Davis.
Country Wayne is always
He's
hilarious. to me.
hilarious. Yeah.
He was one of the early ones. He blew up on Facebook before Instagram existed.
Mm-hmm.
And he was actually late coming over to Instagram once, but then I guess he saw like, oh no, they getting money over there.
Yeah.
And now his followers are through the roof, but everybody knew him from Facebook.
Yeah.
But Country Wayne is hilarious with them big ass eyes
That's
He
a
is
fact.
funny.
and all the crazy shit he be talking about.
That's a fact.
Haha Davis is another one
Ha-Ha
that's
Davis
hilarious
is
to me.
Not right. I know.
You haven't seen?
saying
Have you not
We
seen
both
the
did the same
the
thing.
prison jokes? Come on, son.
Listen, I applaud
I
anybody.
did
Get ass
I
up,
did.
big
That's
fella.
doing it.
I
did like that.
anybody that
I
has
did.
a
It
dream
was funny.
and chase their dream. I applaud anybody.
Damn.
You know what I'm gonna start doing?
Huh.
Because I think people get this stuff twisted. And
Right.
just because I don't like something,
Right.
that means I don't like the person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna start saying something good about the person each and every
Don't
time.
do that because that's that
I'm-
political shit.
I'm
Everybody
gonna say the good
does.
part,
Like,
yeah. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is how we twisted up
I
in this
respect
era
your
of
grind.
social
Yeah.
media.
Yeah.
It's
Facts.
like, oh, he said this or he doesn't like. I don't think Steve Harvey is funny. I applaud that black man for everything that he does, that
You
he's
didn't like
done.
some of his original stuff?
No, sir.
What?
No,
Like Kings
sir.
of Comedy?
No, Bernie Mac was the only king of comedy.
Bernie
there.
Mac.
Oh God, I
Hold
love
up,
Bernie
D.L.
Mac.
All right,
off
what
the
about the
list.
dude?
D.L. Hughley,
He's-
Bernie Mac, and
What about that dude
and
Reggie
Said the
Couscous?
Entertainer. Said the
Is
Entertainer.
that his last name? Reggie, the dude that black.
Couscous.
From Instagram. He's like, let me tell you something. Let me
don't
tell
know.
you something. I have it on my thing. He was like, let me tell you what's God done for me, right? So he running through this parking lot, and it's like when people ask you what has God ever done for you, he was like, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It's like this young, skinny black kid.
That's really Bernie Mac.
Man,
in him.
Reggie something. He is funny as hell. Like, and he
Right.
came from the Instagram. Like, he's young. Like, he's like got on
Yeah,
from
who-
there. He
who
may have
else?
came
I
from.
found it interesting that the
Vine,
only one that we
too.
all agree on for sure is Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
No, we agreeing on Bernie Mac. We agree on
Did y'all like
Eddie
Robin?
Murphy.
Eddie.
Y'all think Robin Williams is funny?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
his
we
stand
agree on
up.
Robin
We agree
Williams.
on
His
Robin.
stand-up was a
Yeah.
beast.
We agree on Sinbad.
Yeah,
We agree on
Sinbad.
Sinbad.
Yeah.
Hands down.
We actually getting
there's
our
a
top
couple
5
of
together
them.
right now.
Word.
Oh,
Word.
as a collective.
No, we have 4.
Bernie
Yeah.
Robin.
Bernie Robin.
Bernie
who else you said?
Robin. Bernie Robin.
Sinbad.
Sinbad. Dang, Bernie Robin,
And
Sinbad.
you said Eddie. We all agree on Eddie.
You
Well,
don't
never
agree with
mind.
Eddie?
We don't all
Okay,
agree on Eddie.
Bernie Robin, Sinbad.
Eddie's funny.
Nah, that was with a question mark. Right?
No.
That's like
no,
you.
we gotta
Hold
do
on.
like
Nah,
when
That's like
everybody's
you asking
word.
me. That's like you asked me. Is she pretty? She pretty?
Yeah,
Nah, that's a
I'm
question
like,
mark.
nah,
Nah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a
Oh
question
no, that's
mark.
what
he's-
he's like. I
he's
mean,
funny.
she alright.
Eddie's funny.
Nah,
Eddie's
she pretty.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Nah, when you gotta say nah, she pretty. Nah, she pretty.
Yo.
Like, her mama
Okay.
thinks she pretty.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, right.
She got a face only a mother can.
Only your mother can love.
That body-
Okay, what
that
about
body
Cat
hit
Williams
now.
now?
Cat Williams, I gotta say,
Okay.
Cat Williams is a beast. You don't?
Oh man, y'all singling me out. Don't
No,
say
no, we're
No,
not.
that's the
No,
Okay,
we
we have
should
3.
call it.
That's
All right,
that's
we
the
need
that's
2
the
more,
that's
and
the
it's gonna be
beautiful
the
thing with
Cuttin' Up
mature
top
adults.
5.
Yeah.
You do not have to
That's
agree
right.
with what everybody
Yeah.
else says. Y'all notice
I
like
very rarely do.
we've had many conversations. We're on episode like what 32 now,
Are we?
and yeah, episode 32 or 3. Until it might be 33.
That's dope.
But we've had debates on stuff. We've had conversations, and we didn't agree on everything all the time. It didn't devolve into no idiocy, no
Yeah.
ignorant
Yeah.
shit.
Fuck
Right.
you.
No,
Dave
nothing.
Chappelle's
Right.
the best.
Like
People
you
getting
can,
up, walking out.
right?
Emotional
Like,
ass.
yeah.
Yo, I was thinking about that. I was thinking, I went to the bathroom. I
What if
said,
she
yo,
spaz one
what
day?
if one day SDOT just get
Oh
up and
my
go off on
God.
me? I don't know why it just came.
Really?
It came
Nah, I ain't
hard.
laughing.
Because
Would you
it'll
feel
shock,
bad? Would you
it'll
be like,
shock
oh
me.
my
I'll be like,
God?
I wouldn't know
I
what
think
to
that's the
say.
day I
Like,
Right.
if
Think
you
that's
would
the
have
day I
given
can
it.
light up, be like, this is good.
Like, you know what's good though? Like I might be like
be careful,
firm
you
on
fucking with a
stuff,
heavyweight.
but I'm always like from a positive space. So for me to flip out,
Somebody really had to
yeah,
piss you off.
people will be like,
You know what's sad? I just
yo.
realized we ain't mentioned many women.
I like some more.
For what?
Some
Damn.
more.
No, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
I'm kidding.
I
I'm
like
We
kidding.
her.
did mention
Some
Whoopi.
more,
We did
though.
mention Whoopi.
And what's the other
Why
one?
some more though? The only thing that
I
bothers
just
I
like
I
her,
like
yo.
some more.
Monique is hilarious.
Monique is
Monique.
hilarious. Monique is hilarious.
Monique. Oh, you didn't agree.
Let me say this.
Samara
I
always
love,
talking about doing nasty shit.
because Monique. First of all, let me just say that I love the
Tisha
woman,
Haddish.
and I love the fact
Her
that she
stand-up
was
is
saying
hilarious.
all her real shit, and everybody was bashing her, and it
Tiffany.
turns out she was right the whole time.
Mm.
With everything she was saying.
Who?
Monique. And I loved how she went in the Breakfast Club and let Angela's
Charlamagne.
ass have it too, because she was wasn't it
Okay.
Yee? Because she was like, "Aren't you a female too?" Like she
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so
yeah,
poised
yeah.
about herself. Listen, I let me throw this out there. Monique, I love you. I love that woman.
Yeah.
I was rooting for her when people were bashing her. She said her thing about the Netflix, everybody bashing her ass. Now it comes full circle, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, oh now we believe you." Nah, keep
What
that
did she
energy.
say about
No,
Netflix?
when she
Did
when
that
she
happen?
when she was
That's happened
Yeah,
now?
But
because
what
I
did
think
she
other
say?
people were coming out saying stuff,
when
and
she
now,
was out there when all of that was going on and she was putting that out there. Shout out to Monique.
yeah,
'Cause she
love
actually
shout out to the
she
queen.
reached out to me, and I don't know Monique personally,
she?
but let me tell you why. It wasn't because we know each other, because I don't. Never met Monique in my life, right? Big fan of Monique's always, right?
Yeah.
And she was going through that shit, and I saw everybody, so many people bashing her
Yo.
for calling shit out. I've been in this industry a while. Now, her particular situations, I wasn't involved in, so I can't speak on. But I do know how shit goes down.
Right.
You know what I mean? The dirty shit behind
Hello.
the politics.
Everybody was bashing her.
And the
yeah.
people get out there and smile, and you be like, "Oh, that's so and so," and
Yeah.
they really ain't shit
Yeah.
behind closed doors.
True.
And so, but a lot of shit she was saying, I didn't have to be there to know that shit happens.
You could
What
tell
did
it
she
was
say?
the truth.
Hold on, but so I came out when everybody was like on the left bashing her. I came out and I posted a post about her and was went
Good.
into
You did
my
a
whole
video, right?
It may have been, I can't
I think
remember.
you did a video on
But
it.
I
Yeah.
went in like,
Fuck.
nah, I don't give a damn what none of y'all say.
See, that's dope.
You cannot like me for saying it, but I'm not gonna stand here while y'all bash this black woman
Right.
for her calling people out on their
Sure
shit.
did.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And bashing her, and then what she's saying is right. She's fighting for y'all. Like
And it came out that
the
she was telling the
disparity, this disparity in the pay of what they were getting. Because I think it was Chelsea Handler.
That got more
no,
than
no,
her. It
Amy,
was somebody.
Amy, what's her name?
I know you're talking about.
Amy something, but she got
Starts
like,
with
I think she got like $5 million for Netflix
Poiler,
special.
Poehler, something like that, right? Poiler,
Yeah,
something. I don't know, something like that.
But she got like millions of
spell it.
dollars to do her special.
Oh, you talking about the
And Monique,
yeah.
Monique, they were like, we'll give you $250. And Monique's like, I have an Oscar for not comedy. I have an Oscar and I have a record of shit.
Yeah.
This chick got 2 movies out and got $5 million. And she was saying, it's not that I don't want her to get her money.
Right.
It's what I'm saying is you can't
How dare
do.
you come at me?
Amy Schumer, yeah.
Amy Schumer.
She was saying
Who's
like
the other one?
she
Isn't
was
there
saying
other
like
one
you
too?
can't do me like that.
Yeah.
You know, I deserve more respect than that. And then people was bashing her and shit and all of that. And then talking about the whole situation with Precious and, you know, Oprah and Tyler Perry and others.
Even though she was supposed to be serious and precious.
That shit was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I'm not
Yo.
even gonna lie.
Hilarious in that
The
movie,
majority of that
man.
movie was hilarious.
I
I'm not
laughed
gonna
my
lie.
ass
That
off.
whole,
Yeah.
bruh, that
But what
damn
about when she was
movie
whipping
had
her
me
ass?
hot.
That
Not
was goals
that.
for me.
Not that.
But
not
when
that.
she was in the room, she said, and she tried to talk to the lady. I
Yes.
was dead.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
she couldn't
There are
even
so
speak
many
like-
spots in that movie where I just hit the floor while everybody else was like, "Oh my god!"
I was
I'm
called.
dying
I was
laughing.
called like I was treated like I was a
I was
monster.
laughing.
Oh yeah.
For bringing, but I'm like, yo, because I grew up with my mom. My mom would be mad and, you know, be whooping her ass, you know, giving us a spanking. But my mom would do shit like this, and he can attest to it. My mom is funny, right?
As
But she
hell.
would get mad and still be funny. So she'll say something, you know, jacked up, but it's hilarious.
It's still
and then
funny.
she'd be like, "Oh, I'm funny to you? Oh, you think this is a
And
joke?"
it
And you
would
like,
make it
no,
worse.
no, like how you gonna say funny shit and then get mad
You
because I'm
messing with
laughing?
my money. You owe me $1,
My
bro.
mom is
This
hilarious,
actually happened. She did that to my little cousin. You messing with my money. You owe me $1, bro.
Your mom?
She's whooping his ass.
Bruh, I slid off
I
the
was
po-
talking to my sister.
We were sitting in the
man.
car like, because you gotta remember his mom is like 6'1", so she's funny.
Yo,
It's
that's
hilarious.
funny.
Yo. So what did she say when she reached out to
Now
you?
we Monique.
Oh,
No, she
yeah.
was just like, you know, thank you, King, so much, you know, etc. So it was like pleasantries.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so
But she was
fun.
showing her appreciation, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because she wasn't following me or nothing. I don't even know how she caught wind of it.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
But, you know, she reached out and was just letting me know, like, yo, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Thank you for saying what you said. But I didn't put that up there to get, hopefully Monique sees this. Honestly, it was like, Monique will never see this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I was doing it for the other black women who were jumping on her, helping
Say
them
that.
jump on her. And I'm like, yo, how crazy is that? A woman who is, regardless of your opinion
Fighting
of
for
her,
us.
what she's doing is fighting for y'all. And instead of having her back and be like, you damn right, give
Yeah.
us the
This how
same
warped we
equal
are, man.
treatment.
It's crazy.
Not, we're trying to, it's not like she was like, well, they said, we'll give you 5 minutes. She was like, no, I deserve 15. It wasn't that situation.
Right.
So it wasn't her being greedy. She's right. She's a damn
Because I thought they
Oscar
were supposed
winning.
to come to you with
successful
at least
comedian.
at least something over $1 million if you got an Oscar.
Well, she, you know, she was, well,
But
you
it's
know,
for
this,
comedy, so I
yeah,
get it.
and digital world works different, you know,
Yeah.
with the platforms and whatnot. But it's just about being out of touch, you know, where the men, you know, you see the black men, the male comedians get, you know, they're getting their payoffs. You know, you got Chris Rock getting like, I think it was like 20, 30 million. Dave Chappelle getting 60 million. Now, granted,
Damn.
And I gotta
These
say that
guys
I
are on
understand
another
why y'all
level.
Say y'all like Chris Rock. I love Chris Rock comedy.
yeah, but we're talking about Monique in the moment.
Yes, man.
And so
We're speaking about the black ones right now.
we got to get the ladies their time. You know what I'm saying?
voice.
But then it was like then they started moving over to the white female comedians, and they're getting, you know, several $1 million paychecks.
Yo.
And then you got Tiffany Haddish, you got, you know, Monique, you've got others that they were like, yeah, we'll give you, a couple $100,000. And you're talking about people with records, you know what I mean, that deserve more.
Proven track record.
Now, you know, no offense to some more, but if some more is like Netflix, I need $5 million. I get it. Like, we are not paying you $5
No, y'all
million.
didn't. No, you did
But
not.
but you're
Don't
talking
come
about
around.
what she was talking about. She was giving away the, you know, saying the quiet part loud, giving away the conversation
Yeah.
of like, well, she's did these many, you know, ticket sales on her last movies and blah blah. And she like, movies. You want to look at my ticket sales? I've outsold her triple
Yeah.
in my movie record. So why in the hell would I accept
Hey.
$250,000 when you giving this chick? And she was saying like, this is no shade to Amy. I want Amy to get her coins.
Yeah.
But I want my coins too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Which is right.
And she deserved that. But But anyway, that's Monique. Who are some of the other bomb ass for me? It's not a lot of female
Tiffany
comedians
Haddish.
that I. Tiffany Haddish is funny to me.
She's great on stage.
Linnell,
Linnell is. I love
That's her.
you, Linnell.
I wanted to, like, describe
she's
her.
a really
Love
good
you,
person.
Yo,
Linnell,
I
yeah.
like her.
Yes,
That's her.
Linnell's dope.
She's
Just dope.
really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And she's just her on stage.
Yeah,
like if you
she's
met
straight
Linnell,
her. She's
that's
straight
her
her.
on stage.
See, that's dope.
I
Those
seen
are
her
the best
walking
people.
through. I seen Linnell walking through the airport, and she had all these white people following her, and it was like her agents and stuff. I was like, get that shit, black
Hell
woman.
yeah, that's how it should be.
I was happy. I was
should've
like,
said
man,
it.
look at Linnell,
Right.
son. Like,
See, that's dope.
like every time I see her, it don't matter where we at. I mean, but she I remember she hosted the they had a Juice 25 reunion or whatever, and she was there and she hosted it, and just she has a certain prestige about her that people, if you watch her on stage, you probably won't even know like this woman is.
She's it.
She's
she got
it.
that
Like
power.
yes.
Yeah.
Like shout
Linnell's
out to
been in
Linnell.
the game a long time
Yeah,
too.
shout out to
Linnell's
Linnell.
an OG. For real.
She
for real.
carries herself as such that you can feel it.
Yeah.
Like, if she comes and sits in a room, you're gonna feel that presence.
Yeah, she has one of those.
You can tell, even on stage, you can tell.
Did you see her Fenty lingerie spread?
No,
She got it posted up.
She tried to take it
All
one.
right, I gotta see it. I gotta see it.
Yo, only Linnell, bro.
I love
Only
her.
Linnell
I
can
love
get
her.
away with that shit. I was like, yo, I just smile every time I see Linnell.
Shout out to all these amazing comedians
All
that
of
we
them.
spoke
All of
about.
them, yes.
Like,
Big shout out.
and then a lot of y'all that they mentioned, I've never seen y'all. Y'all said though, I've never seen y'all work. So
Don't start,
it's like I'm gonna go back and do my
shit.
homework and find out who some of these people are.
Okay, well, let's find out what's so funny. Help us out.
No.
Bring
We'll
us
tell you
in.
after.
Shout out to the comedian Rashid too, man. Dude was hilarious. Y'all probably
Who's that?
have y'all ever seen him?
Oh man, I just
Rashid,
forwarded
is it?
that. Was
Yeah,
that dude,
yeah.
right?
Shout out to him. Shout
Oh
out
my
It's just
God.
Rashid or what?
Rashid. They call him Rashid. Rashid
Word,
Thurman.
I don't
think
Check
I'm
him out.
familiar.
Listen, I didn't realize that he
He
passed,
passed,
right?
yeah.
So he was talking about like Brooklyn and like
Mm-hmm.
bodegas, and I was like, yo, this is like, if you're from up top,
Yeah.
you know this
Yeah.
is true. Like, even talking about how like
Probably don't
Jamaican,
take
you
no
go to a
shit.
Jamaican spot, get like a beef patty with cornbread or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Was
And
he doing
how-
like the Puerto Rican accent?
Yes.
and stuff like that, the
Yes,
poppy
So
yes.
look,
shit?
I heard
Bobby
it
don't
all,
take
and
no
I was
shit,
like,
yeah.
I know he's gonna
Yeah.
get this
Yo,
wave.
Bobby-
We'll get this. So
Bobby
I
said, "I'll
DM'd
shoot
it
the
to
shit out
him.
you."
I inboxed him and I was like, yo, this is hilarious. And he was like, yeah, R.I.P. And then I'm reading the comments
Yes.
and I was like, yo, I did. So apparently he
Yeah.
had like a kidney issue or
Is
something.
that what happened to him?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
damn.
was in the comments.
Man.
I was so heartbroken.
I
was
know
like, damn,
people. I
didn't
know his family.
Really?
I know his family. Shout out to his family. I know them. So when I
Dang.
seen it, when you sent it, it was one of those moments.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
gotcha.
It was like, damn, like that's crazy because like I know one of his nephews and dude looked just like him. You know what I'm saying? So it was
Really?
like, damn, like yeah, rest in
Yeah,
peace
that's
to brother
tough.
Rashid, man.
Yeah,
Man, that dude is
definitely.
so funny.
Shout out to Godfrey too. Godfrey is
Godfrey.
underrated
Godfrey.
and hilarious with
Yeah.
his impressions. You don't like Godfrey's
Nah, he
impressions,
don't know.
bro?
I don't know who that is.
What is that?
What the fuck is that?
Motorcycle.
Oh.
You alright?
How do we hear so?
I know.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
Yo, what was? Why did y'all
Wait,
respond
dude?
that big?
Nah, it sounded
it sounded like the building was
done
coming
fucked me
down.
up.
It's right. LA.
I'm saying, looking at y'all like, y'all calm down.
LA done fucked
We
me
sit
up,
here all
man.
calm, like,
Alright,
There's
motorcycle
been
guys.
earthquakes.
Y'all been around earthquakes. What?
all right, well, we love,
shit.
you heard all the comedians we love, and there's so many more that I
Yeah.
wish we could just go down a whole list, but there's so many really great and standout comedians, male and female, and so we just appreciate the work you give to us and the entertainment. Those of you that are great, those of you that just, okay, you know what I mean? But it's somebody for everybody, so that's the beautiful, brilliant thing about the world of comedy. And another thing with comics before I go and pass this ball over to my dear SDOT, being around, spend time with comedians and like really learn when I learned their process, I used to think back in the day, they just have a few ideas and they walk on stage and they're just good at delivering
That's what
off the top of the
that's not
dome.
it.
No,
It's a lot of
they
work.
actually, they write out their show and then they test it, practice it, they rearrange stuff.
That's dope.
They go to the little clubs. I don't know, did you come to Comedy Union with me before?
I don't know.
Well, Comedy Union is a place I love to go in
You
L.A.
talking about the place we were supposed
that
to
where
go and
Kevin Hart
they
went?
weren't.
Oh, it was
they
closed.
canceled.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We
he's
showed up.
It's like,
So we
yeah,
showed up.
I drive from all the way on the other side of the world, and this nigga gets into my, we at Roscoe's right now. About to walk across the street. I'm like, bet. This shit like an hour away from where I'm at. I get out there, he's talking about, they closed. I'm like,
It was on the schedule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Comedy Union is a place I like to go. It's a little small spot, but it's like, it's got a long legacy. And when you go there, I like to go there on Friday nights and some Saturdays. And you go there and you get to see up and coming talent, and people are not as big that you might not know their name, but they're hilarious. And then you get the
That's how you
treat
know it's
of
really good too.
right. And something the bigger comedians like to do is they'll go to these little small spots to work their material to see what works and what doesn't before they take it to their big special
that's
or whatever.
smart.
So you'll go in there sometimes and be like, oh shit, I didn't get that person up here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's dope. But yeah, so they have a whole process of like they design their show. So like everything you think is off the top of the head, and some of it is.
Right.
But for the most part, they know exactly everywhere they're going. They memorize their beats. Like I go here with the joke, then I go here, then I go here.
Really?
That timing.
Yo, that's
everything.
a lot. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
So it's actually a formula to it.
Right.
And I was like, that really blew me away. I was
Yeah,
like,
hell
so
yeah.
you guys are planning this out, writing it out,
never knew that.
formulating it. Yeah, I didn't know that either until I got around something. I was like, oh, y'all actually do work. You do work before you get the stage. Okay.
Yeah.
So, shout out to them people. I don't think people realize how hard it is to succeed in stand-up. Like the process is much different than us actors. Yeah. It's much different
I
than
can
us
see that.
actors.
You
Yeah.
seen Will Smith do that thing when he went and tried to do the stand-up thing?
Nah.
Didn't work out that well.
It was all right. Yeah, so it's rough. It's a tough job. You know what I'm saying? And we don't give these people enough credit for that because that's all them. That's not no script.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is
Right.
them.
No. Right.
That's what
Nothing
I love
gets-
about the art, man. To be so good that you can just walk on stage and just go off the rip for hours.
I agree.
And you're talking about some of these people in the beginning, they're coming on making $50 to do a show.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then trying to live in LA. You know what I'm saying?
Counting down. I was like, what's going on?
So, it's definitely shout out to the comedians, the stand-up comedians.
Yes,
Yeah.
for real.
Anybody on any level, because we know it's hard, it's
Even
difficult.
up and coming.
Yeah,
Up and
even
coming.
up and
Man,
coming and the
y'all need it.
downtrodden. So we just want you to know
Yeah.
that we appreciate your work.
We appreciate
And salute to you guys. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So, and with that, we gotta leave the good people on a good,
Yes.
soulful note.
I felt like that.
You know what I mean?
Gotta-
Dim the lights and grab your boo. It's time for soul love.
Whoa.
Soul.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Ma'am.
You know
Listen,
what I'm saying?
I want to say this.
Actually, go ahead. I was just saying.
I was gonna let you go. I was like, oh shit.
I like it. It was perfect.
You ain't see? I was like, oh shit, he's still going. Okay. And I was about to fall back. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Nah. Pass it over. Take us out, Reverend Lee.
Oh no. What the?
It's too late now. You gotta go with
Preach,
it.
Pastor.
You know what? No. I want to tell people that sometimes, because I was thinking about this in one of our other episodes when we had a female comedian on, and she made a statement about how she thought that her path was going to be one thing, like she wanted to do this,
Yes,
and then
Jesus.
something else fell kind of in her lap, and she excelled at that, and then ended up doing what she had wanted to do to begin with.
Yes, Lord.
Ida.
Okay.
And so I want to tell people to
Yep.
make sure that, one, if you have like a passion, right, and let's say you're trying to do it, like let's say like a failed comedian, right, like you're trying to
Wait.
Pointed
Why
at
you pointing at
dogs.
me? Yeah? You said like a failed
Like a
comedian.
failed comedian. I caught that.
For those who don't know, Peach over here wanted to be a comedian before he
Shots
was singing.
fired.
And he had
Oh, we doing that in the end.
Did you really?
We did no.
yeah, he did.
We doing that. We shoot. Oh, we
He's
busting.
bashful. He
Oh, we
wanted to
buzzing
be,
at
He
him.
wanted to be a comedian, and it failed horribly. So then he was like,
Let's talk about SDOT's modeling career.
so I was like,
Let's talk about how she
my
ended
booty
up
would have grown,
in
okay?
Slick Toria's
It-
Secret.
Oh, shit. My booty wouldn't grow, okay?
The City Trends
I'm gonna
lingerie.
fix that
Y'all
when I
ain't
go to
heard about
Miami.
that, hey? It didn't work out.
Indubitably.
This is getting good.
Indubitably.
This is getting good. Man, yo, don't mess up my words.
Oh,
Don't mess up my words, G.
I'm sorry, bro.
Don't mess up my words.
No, on a for real note, I'm just joking about Tom, but on a for real note, you guys.
I ain't joking about the slick Victoria's Secret.
He is joking.
The city trend lingerie. The shit didn't fit.
I wasn't gonna tell him about your stand up, but if you keep going, don't make me call Rocks.
Who's Rock?
Rocks the nightclub. We used to be up there talking about, before I host, I'm gonna do a little bit stand up. Everybody be like, get this nigga off the stage.
That wasn't
so
me.
people can perform.
I
He
never.
thought he was. You see how you
did
can see here
stand
doing
up.
it now, right? He thought
I'd
he
like
was
to,
gonna
though.
do it on a live, on
I'd
like
like
a
to try
big
it.
scale. Didn't work
You
out.
should.
It's never happened.
People was like, womp womp.
Oh man, I don't got time to tell my story. Go ahead.
Just tell it.
Damn.
No, you should just tell it anyway.
You gotta do your
I
love
ain't gonna-
stuff.
Yeah, just give us some
You gonna tell us
soul
after?
love. Yeah, I'm gonna give you.
Said your love stuff.
No, I just seriously, I really want to tell people that if there's a dream that you're following and it feels like maybe you're not doing as well at it, right? But you know that it's your passion, don't give up.
Don't give
right?
up.
And if it's something that you can do effortlessly, you do,
Effortlessly.
right? And you do it without having to think about it, that may be your passion, right? So follow that, because the world works in a weird way where sometimes the universe will put you right on the path that you're supposed to be on. So whatever that passion is, you will get to it. Just stay focused.
And
Don't
make
give
sure
up.
you support black business.
Okay, then,
Okay.
say that.
SDOT's OnlyFans is Lee McGee
Leave
/ OnlyFans. You said
And
tell
you
it too
did
much.
that
Tell it
to
too much.
yourself.
Oh, Lord, I'm like, that's right.
Say that.
Black business.
You
What
did
is
that
that?
to
So-
yourself.
You ain't seen me do the back and support SDOT. Oh, look, I stopped screwing the thing. I was like, shit.
Because I knew she was going to be like, yes.
you know.
yes,
Hello.
definitely.
Hello.
That is so
Hello.
messed up.
Lord of mercy.
Hello. Oh, God.
Lee and us 3, onlyfans.com.
Yo, you stop.
No.
Not us 3.
You
Leave
said
us
it.
3. Lord have mercy.
Lord of mercy.
But nah, seriously,
Oh,
y'all know
shit.
we cut up. That's what we do. We here to cut up. So y'all heard the lovely words from the lovely lady SDOT Lee. You know what I mean? And y'all hold it down. We'll cut up with you
Yes.
again next week as we come into a season in near you.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, why they got us cutting up?
Cutting up, cutting up.
Why they got us cutting up? Woo! Why they got us cutting up?